Okay, it's one of those days where this hair is not so greasy, but these bangs are crazy. This is a headband day, but I forgot to grab a headband. I am out here today to get another book. Yay! How exciting. How exciting. This one I've never heard of, unlike yesterday's, if you're a real one and watched it. I smell the skunk. Oh, this here is the book. I've never heard of it before, but it's not really my genre, so I feel like that's kind of normal for me too. I've not heard of it. But good morning. Sorry yesterday didn't really have an end to the vlog. As I suspected, I was very busy. I left at 9:40 and then was at the library till 3 and then went and ran errands for an hour. So I was out all day. And then by the time I got home, I started out a good day and it ended not as good of a day. So I'm like, I'm not gonna film. But all is good. Everything at the library was great. I had a very nice time. Even though when I was running errands, there was some guy who would not stop talking to me. I'm like, leave me alone. I'm trying to shop. And it was decreased the experience. But it's fine. It's fine. It's all good. So now back to our regularly scheduled programming. I spent the evening editing. I returned my book. I returned to Mother Mouse and I got a new book. I can't remember what it's called. It's like Your Blood, My Bones. I think it's like a horror romance fusion, like Together We Rot by Skyla Arndt, how you say her name, which I liked. But this one so far, I've only read a couple chapters, but I really like the writing. And what I really like about it is that it's this really lush, grisly, descriptive kind of writing style, but it's also plentiful. Because I find when there's that kind of writing, a lot of times the books tend to be shorter, which is fine, but it's like, I want more of that. That's something like I really love with the Grishaverse, like Six of Crows. It's this very lush writing, and it's also really long, so you can just like dive into it, and you can feel really enveloped by the story, if you know what I mean. I have higher hopes for this. Yay! Well, I'm finally doing laundry after I've been talking about it all week. I've just been scared because it's been leaking, but it's not leaking now. It's very, very windy. Very windy, very cold, very not fun. And our wood stove was not burning that well because the wood was wet. But now it's going. Finally. I see that I'm back in a very bad way, but I just want to give a little update. I'm still working on some laundry, but as I mentioned, I think a few videos ago, I've been considering unshelving one of my writing projects. So I did sort of participate in NaNoWriMo this year. I did not win. I only wrote about 10,000 words for a new project. I just haven't really had the inspiration to really keep going with this project, and it's not just like I'm burnt out and don't want to do it, or even that I'm just like being lazy and I don't want to do it. It's like I didn't really have it from the start. Really, the only reason I kind of did NaNoWriMo this year is my mom also was doing it and she was really excited about it, and I knew that it would mean a lot to her if we both were doing it and we could relate on things. And I feel bad just because I didn't the wind is crazy right now. I didn't get to do it as much as I've dedicated in other years. That particular project that I just wrote 10,000 words for, I think I'm going to set it aside just for a little bit at least, and I don't know, we'll see. I might start I might pick back up on it. However, I did do NaNoWriMo last year. Similarly, I think I wrote 10,000 words during NaNoWriMo, but I continued to work on it in the year in between the NaNoWriMos. So this past summer, I spent more time working on that project, but I never finished it. I got close to the second act, but I didn't finish it. I am just really wanting to finish something, and I know that I will finish that project much sooner if I'm working on it than this new one. So I have decided to unshelve it and take it back out and start working on it again. And I did write a little bit, just one day I wrote a couple hundred words, and then on another day I wrote another couple hundred words. Yesterday I didn't have time to, but I think I'm going to schedule in some work now. So this is the project that I had just worked on last month. As you can see, I did not really stick to it the way I could have. I only wrote 10,689, which is kind of funny because my NaNoWriMo project last year, 10,843. So I guess I was kind of similarly motivated in that I wasn't really that motivated. But after that NaNoWriMo, this is a little inaccurate here because I had a whole bunch of words, I guess close to 2,300 words, and I didn't have it like recorded, so I just stuck it in like that. But then I did have some times when I worked on it a little more. It was kind of like in little spurts, as you can see, just like a day here, a day there. I would do a little bit more. It's kind of confusing. These are the words above the 10,000 that I did. I'm gonna see how much I can do in the next couple of weeks. See if maybe I can actually finish my draft. Do I look like... Do I look like Jesse? I look like Jesse Pinkman. Alright, just look at my Mikey Way wall. So I did some writing, and then I went ahead and did some laundry, took out some compost stuff, then I did a little more writing. I also did some listing earlier before I started writing at all. And I just got another book, so now I get to package up the book. Sorry if you can hear the music. It's my father. I wanted to... just ignore the lighting. I wanted to show you... No, we can't ignore that. Okay, the lighting is very bad, but if I move, I kill you. So, I wanted to show you, I did tell you I went to Goodwill yesterday. So some books that I thrifted. I got Raiding Sweetgrass. I don't know if I'm actually going to read this or if it's going into the bookstore inventory. I'm not quite sure yet. I think I'm just going to keep it on my shelf for a little while, and then if I like find that I don't have room, then we'll see. But what I thought was really cool, they put out a big bin of books for the first time. They usually, or they've never done that at, okay, it just randomly cut out, I don't know why. But what I was saying is they put a big, huge bin of books at our Goodwill for the first time. Usually they just stuff them in all on the shelves, and I was like, that's too much work, and it was mostly just like crappy kind of books. But then one of the crappy books was this Donna Tartt, The Secret History, and I thought that was kind of interesting. I'd never seen it in mass market paperback form before, and I know that it came out in the 90s. This one came out in 93, it looks like. So, it's kind of cool. Should I try to hit 50K? Should I do it? Should I?